Good, happy Monday morning. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, couple rescued in Campton recalls ordeal. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9, Tim Callery.
Time you let your mind relax. Give it a little R&R with a special 9-month 1.50 annual percentage yield certificate of deposit at Jeanne d'Arc Credit Union. But hurry, this limited time offer won't be here long.
It was supposed to be a weekend packed with outdoor activities for Michael and Rachel Officer.
It's gonna be just some swimming, maybe some, tubing down the river, cooking, enjoying time together before going back to work.
But the summer fun abruptly came to an end during Saturday's storms.
Looking back, I'm like, wow, this sounds like a really surreal story. Like, you see this on movies, you don't think it's gonna happen to you.
Michael and Rachel were 2 of 4 adults and a dog captured in this video as they were rescued from high waters at the Branch Brook campground in Campton.
This heavy current water is flushing through our campsite.
Michael says he and Rachel were sleeping in their tent Saturday night when things took a turn.
I woke up and I looked over and there was about a foot of water next to us in the tent.
We were on an air mattress that was
big, thick
like
air mattress.
double thick, so we didn't even notice.
We were like floating in our tent, like a life raft.
They jumped out of their tent, noticed rising water, and dialed 911.
Maybe 10 minutes after I got off of the air mattress, we watched our tent and air mattress float away.
The closest thing to high ground, picnic tables, where Rachel and Michael stood on top of for 3 to 4 hours as they waited for help. Michael and Rachel applaud emergency crews for their quick action.
The fire and rescue were amazing. Yeah. Completely amazing.
Huge thanks to them. It was cold and it was only a matter of time, we got too cold.
They just went above and beyond what I would have even expected of them.
And now on top of all of this, Michael's car was destroyed after it got submerged underwater. But despite it all, the two say they still had a great weekend together. And we also did have a chance to speak with the campground. They say they are back up and running tonight. We're live here in Campton. I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. "17-year-old drowning victim pulled from Lake Quingagond." Let's take a listen to this video from WCBB Boston.
It's raining shade. During Blinds to Go's all shade sale, every shade in the store, roller, solar, cellular, and more, all 25% off. Find your perfect shelter among hundreds of styles and colors. Sale's been extended, so pour on in. Blinds to Go, blinds for life.
Sad news to report tonight. That 17-year-old died just offshore right over there in Lake Quinsigamond in that water. We have some video to show you that was sent in by a viewer a little bit earlier on this evening. You can see the crowds of people gathered along the water, concerned for the boy at Lake Park Beach. This was just after 7 o'clock tonight. His body taken out of the water about 7:45. Worcester Fire Department dive teams went into the water and recovered the boy's body. He was then brought out of the water, taken to UMass Memorial Medical Center, and pronounced dead. Now, you might be able to see a sign that's posted right over there. That sign says that nobody is on duty here at this beach. There are no lifeguards that are on duty here at this beach. Worcester police at this point have not released that boy's name. They are still trying to notify all of his family members.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Four tornadoes touched down in Maine Saturday, National Weather Service confirms. Let's take a listen to this video from WMTW News 8 in Maine.
Welcome to Patriot Subaru, home of Equity Connect. Sometimes the answer to getting a new car may be sitting right in your driveway. You might be able to get into a new Subaru for a similar or lower payment than what you have now. Patriot Subaru, Route 1, Saco. As we've mentioned, it was a historic day of severe weather across western parts of the state, and tonight many Mainers are now in cleanup mode. You see damage is done to parts of Bridgeton here. The National Weather Service says it issued 7 tornado warnings today, the most ever in an entire year. In Bridgeton, Route 302 just reopened as storm cleanup continues. This is the area where one of several tornadoes or funnel clouds was spotted this afternoon. As you can see in this video, the wind toppled large trees onto vehicles and campers. 40 people at a nearby campground had to be evacuated by bus. At this time, officials say no one was seriously hurt. Those who witnessed the storms rolling in had little time to react.
Probably about 30 seconds.
Yeah, less than a minute. It came through like a freight train. It was amazing.
Scary.
Yeah, very scary.
We're still shaking.
Everything just started coming down, and I just backed away from the doorway, and it went.
The storms also knocked out power to thousands. As of right now, CMP is reporting about 3,000 customers still in the dark tonight. Most of those are in Oxford and Cumberland counties.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Ron Paul says it won't be a total shock if stocks plummet 25% and gold soars 50% by October. A painful correction is coming, and there's little that can be done to prevent it, according to former Republican Congressman and Libertarian firebrand Ron Paul. Speaking to CNBC last week, the former GOP presidential contender argued the economy is not as strong as Wall Street consensus believes. The situation could turn ugly as soon as October. Criticizing pronounce on Trump following CNN wrestling tweet. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
The roles you play in life are part of what make you, you. And you're not going to let anything keep you sidelined. That's why you drink Ensure with nutritious calories, 9 grams of protein, and 26 vitamins and minerals. Giving you the strength and energy to get back to doing what you love. From the #1 doctor-recommended brand, Ensure, always be you.
President Trump sending out a bizarre video and raising the question, is his social media habit hijacking his agenda? As Republicans struggle with health care and a major meeting is set with Vladimir Putin this week, the president is focused instead on attacking the media, tweeting this mocked video of himself tackling, then punching a man who represents CNN. Is the shocking image of the president physically attacking someone just comedy, or could it incite violence against the media? ABC's Gloria Riviera starts us off from Bedminster, New Jersey, where the president is spending the holiday weekend.
Tonight, President Trump escalating his war on the media. Tweeting a mock video showing him outside a wrestling ring, tackling and punching a man with the CNN logo covering his face. Trump's Homeland Security Advisor Tom Bossert seeing the video for the first time on This Week, defending the president.
There's a lot of cable news shows that reach directly into hundreds of thousands of viewers, and they're really not always very fair to the president. So I'm pretty proud of the president for developing a Twitter and a social media platform where he can talk directly to the American people.
Is that the kind of communication you want, that he's beating up on somebody?
Well,
that he's beating up on the media?
No.
You're in charge of Homeland Security there.
Yeah.
That seems like a threat.
Yeah, certainly not, though. I think that no one would perceive that as a threat. I hope they don't.
ABC News contributor Anna Navarro, who is also a CNN contributor, saying Trump's message could have consequences.
It is an incitement to violence.
The White House did not respond when asked for a comment. But earlier this week, during the president's Twitter tirade against MSNBC co-hosts Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski, where he called them crazy and dumb as a rock, spokeswoman Sarah Sanders insisted.
The president in no way, form, or fashion has ever promoted or encouraged violence. If anything, quite the contrary. And he was simply pushing back and defending himself.
During the campaign at some Trump rallies, there were outbreaks of violence against protesters. At times, then candidate Trump appeared to encourage it.
If you see somebody getting ready to throw a tomato, knock the crap out of them, would you? We're not allowed to punch back anymore. I'd like to punch him in the face, I'll tell you.
But last night, Trump making it clear his main opponent now is the media.
The fake media tried to stop us from going to the White House, but I'm president and they're not.
And Gloria joins us live from Bedminster. Gloria, the president seems to be focusing much of his attention on attacking the media, but he has a very important week ahead of him.
That's right, Tom. A very full week for this president. And of course, the focal point, healthcare, in such a precarious state. But in addition, one of the most important meetings for this president to date, that one-on-one with Russia's President Vladimir Putin, that is expected to take place at some point during the G20 summit in Germany this week. Tom?
Gloria Rivera starting us off tonight. Gloria, thank you.
Okay, and that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Monday. See you back here later on today. Bye, everyone.